This is it, then. This is where life leaves you, and you leave it. Tell me, Micho Longco, do you like to roll dice? Not much of a gambler? Oh, I think we can do something about that. Well, then, this old Slurm can change that. Do you happen to know of the game Stations and Starfarers? Would you like to play it? There are no strings attached. You won't have to pay, and you could win some pretty excellent prizes. Never heard of it? All right. Say no more. Let me introduce you then. I really hope this is gonna work. Well, Micho, you find yourself in the dark. You don't know how you got there, but it is unlike any place you have ever been. You look around, there's nothing but darkness. You can hear some faint sounds in the distance and get the feeling you are on a space station of sorts. The only problem? You can't even see a few feet in front of your eyes. Pitch black. You feel something hanging heavy on your waist. A blaster? Perhaps. And yes, that's your communicator and flashlight as well. There is a sound coming from up ahead. A chittering. What do you do? Ready the blaster and turn on the light? Oh, excellent. Oh my god, he did it. You fumble the blaster out of your holster and swing the flashlight up to meet whatever is before you. Your heart is racing now. You start to perspire as the space before you lights up. You see something from your nightmares. A mass of flesh and bone. And is that a face? It sees you. How do you react? You have but mere moments, perhaps less, before the beast acts first. Okay, dudes. You guys can enter by typing !enter. Since I managed to not wet myself, I stare it down and wait its move. The beast hesitates, perhaps senses your confidence. Then, in a startling instant, something strikes you from behind and you begin to lose your footing. I shall now roll a dexterity check for you. Let's see how this plays out. You have unfortunately rolled a 1. That is a critical failure. You stumble forward. You slip on something wet and perhaps viscous on the floor. And then your blaster seems to fire all by itself. In that instant, however, all is apparently not lost. The shot that fired hits the beast square in the face. It falls to the ground with a sickening thud. You have gained experience. You feel with this new knowledge that you should perhaps investigate what struck you from behind. Seems prudent? Okay. You turn yourself over slowly and gently, only to be met by your flashlight cuts out at the very last moment. Then your communicator lights up and you see a notification. At a time like this, someone seems to have sent you something. You have obtained currency. It shall be delivered shortly. Then, before you can even think to give the flashlight a tap or knock, something wet strikes you and strikes hard. You feel yourself suffocating under its weight. How do you react? Roll out of the way and shoot in the general direction of the wet blob. You attempt your best roll like your old military instructor used to teach you. Your back isn't what it used to be. However, you jerk to the side and the wet, now oozing blob seems to follow. It is on top of you again. You push with all your might to try lift it. I will now perform a strength check for you. You dig deep and, in some strange twist of fate, manage to launch the beast against the very ceiling of what seems to be a small and tight corridor you find yourself trapped in. In that briefest of moments, while the ooze is airborne, you feel a buzzing at your waist and see your communicator light up once more. Someone really wants to get in touch with you. The ooze sticks to the ceiling above you. You only know this because of the uncouth sounds you hear coming from its general direction. You have a moment and are still alive. How do you act? Scoot out of the way while giving it a shot with the blaster aiming at the center mass. As soon as I think I'm safely out of the way, you move aside and feel your back up against the wall of the passageway. You ready your blaster to fire and take aim. This should be a safe distance, you think to yourself. You fire. I will now do a perception check. You have rolled a 1. I am sorry. You fire the blaster. The shot does hit center mass. The beast explodes before you, raining a shower of sparks down from the ceiling. Along with those sparks, your blaster seems to have penetrated something far more dangerous in the ceiling above. Air starts to vent out of what is clearly now the space station's corridor that you find yourself in. You are getting light-headed, and it would seem the beast, the ooze, was acidic. Your skin burns. Your lungs are giving out. You have mere moments of life left in you. What shall you decide? Poor guy. I think he's trying to come to terms with his own demise. I don't think he's long for this world. I hold my breath as much as possible and try to get away from the hole, looking for a bulkhead. As I get back, you crawl. You crawl like your life depends on it. You defeated the beast and the ooze, only for it to end like this? No. You deserve better. You crawl. It is dark, however, and in that darkness, you feel what is left of your life leaving you. You look down to your waist and find your communicator still alive with activity. You glance at it and find that in the chaos you seem to have happened upon some small fortune. Did the ship AI send it to you? Was it perhaps something to do with the beast that you felled? You try form thoughts. You try make sense of the numbers you are seeing. But there is no point. You begin to see the end. This is it, then. This is where life leaves you and you leave it. The communications keep coming. You tell yourself to check them. Once you awaken back on Johto's station. For in that singular moment, you remember that you are a capsuleer, and all of this means nothing. Wait, how did you even get out here on a random space station in the dark? Just what were those beasts? You have your thoughts swirling about as you expire. All right. You awake in Johto's station. Was it all just a dream? Well, who knows? You shall have to return to this old slurm in the future to find out. Now, go check your communicator, why don't you? There might be something waiting for you there. Thank you for playing Stations and Starfarers. Create contract. My guy's getting 100 plex. He's also going to get a saber skin and a stack of those. Excellent. Now, fellows in chat, total entries 32. Pick winners. Konomi! Hey! Congratulations. You've done it. You have managed to win. Hey, thank you for the magical tale. Thank you for the reward. I was having a blast. Didn't figure out the Twitch stream till halfway through the game. Enjoyed it, even without the magnificent reward. You are most welcome, my friend. I trust the rewards shall serve you well, and the experience shall not be forgotten. Farewell, and remember to keep undocking that vessel. You can have 150 because you are the first. And you can have a corpse of Lurm the Slurm as well. There you go. Congratulations. Thank you so much for being patient with me. There will be teething issues with this whole thing. I realized that my fingers weren't quite as dexterous as they could have been, but that was fun. Thank you. I appreciate that we had a willing participant